They say King Solomon was the wisest man who ever lived, but even the wisest are not safe from the stirrings of the heart. Solomon rose to power in a kingdom already scarred by war and legacy. He was not the firstborn, he was not the fiercest, but he was chosen by David, by the prophet, by God. He ruled not with a sword, but with words. His court marveled at his decisions, and the nations around bowed to his peace. But while the kingdom praised his mind, no one watched his heart. Her name was Naamah, daughter of the Ammonite king, a diplomat's gift, cloaked in silk and secrets. She was unlike any woman Solomon had known, sharp in thought, fearless in belief, and proud of her people's gods. She spoke of stars and spirits, of fire and fate. And Solomon, the man of reason, listened with wonder. What began as politics turned to passion. In the dark corners of the palace, behind the curtain of tradition, Solomon fell in love. A love the law forbade. Bathsheba saw it first. A mother's eye never rests. She warned her son, "Your father fought giants and nearly lost his throne to love. You rule with wisdom. Do not trade it for desire." But Solomon was no longer the boy at her knee. He was a man and a king. He smiled at her concerns and turned back to Naamah's letters, each one soaked in longing and fire. While the court dined and the choir sang, another man listened, Jeroboam, a servant with eyes like daggers and patience like a snake. He watched Solomon's heart stray and the people murmur. He waited for the day when love would become weakness, and far from the palace, in a cave lit by oil and prophecy, an old voice rose. The prophet Ahijah whispered to the wind, "He was given peace, and he has chosen passion. His heart is no longer whole. The kingdom will split, as his soul has split." One night, Solomon stood alone on his palace balcony. The city below was calm, his masterpiece of peace. But inside, his mind was a battlefield. He held a letter from Naamah, her last words before she returned to her people. "They will never let us be, but I loved you. That is enough." He closed his eyes. He had written proverbs to guide nations, judged between mothers to find truth, built temples to house the divine. But for love, he had let his heart drift. Ending line, solemn, quiet tone. And thus began the slow unraveling of a golden age, not with war, not with blood, but with the quiet breaking of a king's heart.